Welcome, everybody. Today I'm talking with Maris Callahan, the CEO and founder of The Social Broker, a content membership empowering real estate agents to build polished and thriving online brands. She's a longtime believer in social media with 15 years of experience in public relations and social media for big brands, innovative entrepreneurs, and some of the largest national real estate companies. Maris is a returning guest, so welcome back to the Membership Maker podcast, Maris.
Thank you for having me back. It's good to chat
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, for sure. There are many strategies site owners can employ to get ahead of the competition, but we know generally finding a niche market goes a long way for a membership business. How do you go about carving out a niche business in social media?
That's a great question because there is, if you look on social media, everybody's looking for advice, and there's a lot of content out there about digital marketing and social media. From the beginning, from when I started my membership, I knew that real estate agents were my target audience. I had come from a corporate role at a real estate firm that's actually very sophisticated in the types of marketing resources that they offer to their clients. And if their agents were looking for help, I thought, okay, there are probably people all over the country who don't have these same resources that this company did. And, they probably need a boost. So that's, where I decided to focus my business on social media for real estate agents. However, when I first set out on my business, it wasn't a membership. When I first launched my business, it was consulting and doing social media management for individual clients. But what I found was that there were more people who were looking to have a DIY resource versus completely outsourcing it. And it's also important that if you are going to promote your business, whether you're a membership or, or a realtor, it's important to really include yourself in your marketing plan. And that's not always easy for those of us in the service-based business because our focus is always on our clients, not on ourselves. So it can be really uncomfortable to market yourself, but really being able to educate, inform, and entertain your audience about a specific topic will really help you resonate within that niche.
And when you say include yourself, could you give me maybe some specific examples of what that would mean?
Yeah. So you have to treat yourself as though you're one of your own clients in a way. You have to treat yourself like you are a brand and think about marketing that brand as if it were a person. So for me in the real estate space, I think about what are my real estate agents, if I'm looking to market my business on social media or through email marketing, what is it what is it that my niche of real estate agents wants to consume? Is it tips? Is it social media, tricks and trends and information? Sometimes the content that resonates best with agents is humor, fun content that kind of helps them escape a little bit. And everyone is always looking for a laugh, right? So it's important to kind of mix up the types of content to see what will really resonate best with your audience, especially if you're niching down.
Yeah, and I think the niche thing is something that I think most people probably would say they've heard, right? It's like, yeah, you should
Mm-hmm.
sell to a niche, but it's also one of those things that's easier said than done, like in terms of finding the niche or,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people maybe when they carve out a niche, maybe it's too specific or too broad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like for you, for example, when you say you sell to real estate agents, do you sell to any real estate agent? Is it specifically commercial real estate agents? Is it residential real estate agents? Like, how do you
Right.
niche down within that niche?
It's predominantly residential agents, although commercial certainly could leverage some of the content that I provide. Residential real estate agents, and I would say my primary niche is agents that are newer to the business or newer to social media. If you're an agent and you're producing $100 million a year and you have a team of people under you, you probably already have somebody helping you with your marketing full time. So you don't necessarily need a service like the one that I offer. But if you are an individual or a small team or, like I said, getting started or new to the business, then it's a great option. But at the same time, I do have top producing brokers who do sign up for the content because some people really like to be hands-on in different aspects of your business. I think we all find eventually as business owners that there comes a point where we have to delegate certain things. And for some people, they delegate social media. For other people, that's something that is important that they own on their own.
Yeah, I think the way to think about it is like when you're creating your content library, when you're adding to it, when you're thinking about how to phrase things or how to categorize things, I imagine you're keeping that main niche, the residential real estate folks that are a little newer to social media, right? That you're adding a few words. If your niche is like 2 words, it's probably not specific enough. So there's a few words
Right.
you're adding there, which drill it down to make it. And like I assume that's kind of some people would call it like the user persona that you're imagining, or the avatar that you're imagining when you're creating
Right.
your content. And I think that's important to keep in mind because if in your head you're thinking, oh, I'm making this for real estate agents, it's just too broad. Even though, yes, that's a specific thing, it's still too broad.
Mm-hmm.
You need to drill down.
It is.
And like you said, even if you're just making it for specifically the real estate agents that are newer to social media, it still might resonate with others. And that's kind of like an unintended benefit, but you can't try to appeal to everyone, right? You're trying to appeal to a specific group,
Exactly.
and maybe that helps others, right? Is that kind of your thinking too?
Definitely. And another point on that too is the thing that I've also learned throughout this process is how important it is to really get to know the industry that you're marketing to. I'm involved in a lot in a lot of different, I try to take advantage of a lot of different networking opportunities. I go to clubhouse talks. I spend time with real estate agents. Once in a while, I will invite a friend pre-COVID, to meet up and would just talk about the real estate industry. I read everything I can about the real estate industry. I myself am not a realtor. I'm a marketing and communications professional. So I've made it a priority to get to know the industry because again, that's where my clientele, they eat, sleep, and breathe real estate. And if I'm creating content that they're going to share, I need to, be walking the walk as well.
Yeah, it's important to actually know the customer that you're serving, not just from reading about them in a Facebook group or through social media even, right?
Always.
Maris, thanks for taking the time to talk with us. We really appreciate it. Would you like to share any resource or recommendations for folks trying to learn more about the social broker?
Thank you. My website is thesocialbroker.com, and over on Instagram, I'm the.social.broker. Feel free to drop me a DM and say hi. I always love to talk membership shop.
Sounds good. Thanks, Maris.
Thanks, Ward.